Green Party leader Elizabeth May says she is disappointed her party has adopted a resolution supporting sanctions against Israel. The resolution backs an international boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign against Israel over the way it says Israel has dealt with the Palestinians. The vote came Sunday during the Green Party's national convention. May says she can't support the position, calling it polarizing, ineffective and unhelpful in the quest for peace and security. Green Party leader Elizabeth May says she's looking at all options, including resigning after a controversial vote by party members on the weekend. Delegates to a weekend convention voted to support an international boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign against Israel, a move May called unhelpful in the quest for peace and security. Elizabeth May joins me now from Montreal. So, Ms. May, how do you lead the party when you disagree so fundamentally with this policy?
Well, I'm struggling with the question of whether I should continue as leader or not, quite honestly. The large obligation I have is to our membership, and I'm quite certain that most of our members don't support this policy but weren't fully engaged in the consensus building process we normally would have had. So if I can't find a way to bring that back and have the members review it with a consensus decision-making process, then I have to profoundly question whether I can continue as leader, and that's obviously heartbreaking.
Do you think that taking this position makes the party less relevant and potentially less electable?
It's clear that this issue out of our convention is a rather large-scale distraction from what things we must do that our members have said are our top priorities: climate action, fighting the TPP, and getting fair voting. So I do think it's at least at a minimum distracting, and doesn't send the message to Canadians that we're a serious party that knows how to prioritize key actions to deliver for all of us and for our kids.
What could you do to undo this?
Well, the highest order of authority in the Green Party of Canada is our members when gathered at biannual general meetings. So in the normal course of things, we would not have another chance to revisit this for 2 years. One way to bring it forward is under our Constitution, if I step down, then we'd have to have a leadership convention sooner, and they could deal with this issue. I mean, there are other options that I'm looking at. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we can review this through some other mechanism.
So if the Green Party doesn't undo this policy in some way, what is the future likely to be?
Well, that's a question for others. I can say if we don't undo this policy, I don't see how I really would be able to continue as leader of the party. And probably there'd be a wonderful new leader could take over and the party would do very well. I can't forecast what happens. I'm just trying to figure out what my obligations are. I'm very committed to being the Member of Parliament for Saanich Gulf Islands. My constituents are my top priority. I can represent them without being leader of the Green Party, but I don't want to leave the Green Party.
Thanks for your time, Ms. May.
Thank you.